Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a brand new opportunity on Binance, a token airdrop that literally rewards you for things you might have already done. So let's find out if you are one of the lucky ones.
So, let's just get right down to it, shall we? Did you happen to be holding BNB in certain Binance products during a very specific 3-day window back in February? If you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely going to want to stick around because there could be a fresh batch of tokens sitting in your account as we speak.
So Binance just dropped an announcement for a new token called Midnight, ticker symbol NIGHT. And they're rolling it out with their HODLer Airdrop program, which, isn't your everyday launch pool or mega drop. This is something else entirely.
And yeah, they are not messing around with this one. We are talking about a huge giveaway, 240 million Night tokens. This is basically Binance's way of saying, hey, thanks, to all the users who have been holding on to their BNB and putting it to work on the platform.
Okay, so what in the world is this HODLer Airdrop thing anyway? Well, it's a newer idea from Binance, and honestly, it's all about rewarding the long-term supporters, the true believers in the ecosystem. Let's break down exactly how it works. The one word you have to remember here is retroactive. See, unlike other programs where you hear an announcement and then you have to rush to stake your tokens, HODLer airdrops do the opposite. They look back in time. They reward you for what you were already doing before anyone even knew this was coming.
And this slide really nails the difference, right? On one side, you've got active stuff like launch pools where you have to consciously move your funds around. But HODLer airdrops, totally passive. If you were already doing the right thing, the reward just appears. It's a genuine bonus for being a loyal user. No strings attached.
All right, here we go. This is the big moment. Did you actually make the cut for the Night airdrop? The rules are super specific, so let's walk through this checklist together.
Now, you really got to pay attention to this timeline. The snapshot window was incredibly short, like blink and you'll miss it. It was just a 3-day period from February 16th to the 18th. During that time, Binance was taking random snapshots of everyone's accounts. So if you weren't set up correctly during those 3 days, you unfortunately missed out on this one.
So what was the secret sauce? Well, it wasn't just about having BNB sitting in your spot wallet. Nope. The key was that you had to have it subscribed to either Simple Earn, whether that's flexible or locked, or their on-chain yields products. This really shows that Binance is looking to reward people who are actively engaged with their ecosystem. And that minimum of just over 0.01 BNB, that made it pretty accessible for a lot of people.
Okay, so let's say you got the airdrop, you've got these brand new Night tokens in your wallet, but what exactly are they? What's the story behind this project? Let's take a quick look at what Midnight is all about.
At its core, it's all about privacy. Midnight is built on something called ZK proofs. Now, in simple terms, think of it like this. This tech allows the network to confirm that a transaction is totally valid without ever needing to see the sensitive details, like who sent what and to whom. It's designed to protect your data and keep you in control of your own information.
This chart gives us a pretty good idea of the tokenomics. You can see the airdrop is just 1% of the total supply. But the really interesting part? Look at that big slice. Almost 70% of all the tokens will be circulating from day one. Now that could mean there's less risk of big token unlocks crashing the price down the road, but it might also mean a bit more volatility right when trading starts.
And here are the key stats, all in one spot. We've got a max supply of 24 billion tokens. And get this, it's built to run on both the BNB Smart Chain and Cardano, which is a neat little detail. And of course, there's that 240 million tokens set aside just for this airdrop. So let's get down to the practical stuff. You've got the tokens in your account, now what? Let's go over the essential rules and dates you need to know for trading your new Night tokens. Go ahead and set an alarm for this one. Trading for Night is set to go live on Binance on March 11th, 2026 at exactly 15:30 UTC. That's the moment the floodgates open and we start to see what the market really thinks it's worth.
And you'll have a few different ways to trade it right out of the gate. It's paired against the big stablecoins, USDT and USDC, plus against BNB itself. And interestingly, it's also paired with the Turkish lira, which tells you they're tapping into what's a really active crypto market.
Now, let's talk about the fine print, because this stuff is always important. First, your account had to be fully verified, the whole KYC process. Here's a key detail. If your BNB was being used as collateral for a Binance loan, it didn't count. And as is pretty standard, users in several countries like the US, Canada, and the UK were restricted. Finally, if you did qualify, the tokens would have landed directly in your spot account.
So when you take a step back and look at all this, it leaves you with a really big question, right? This whole model of retroactive, passive rewards, could this HODLer airdrop be the new gold standard for how platforms build loyalty? I mean, it's a powerful way to just say thanks, and for the projects themselves, it gets tokens into the hands of real, engaged users, not just professional airdrop hunters. It's going to be fascinating to see if more platforms start doing this. What do you guys think?